Okay. Hi, everyone. Welcome to my live this afternoon, my question and answer live. So, my name is Nicola DiCarlo, for those of you who are new, and I'm just going to be answering some questions today and give some updates, some further updates as to what's going on. And you could find this live every 2 Sundays, usually from 12 to 9 p.m. The times may vary, but it's usually like around 3:12 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. So I'm just going to start off with some questions and answer them to the best of my ability. So first of all, for those of you who are new, I just want to say that my purpose in life, I consider myself a messenger of God and a documentary producer. So I've always been a Christian my whole life, but I never would consider myself super religious. But ever since I was a child, I had like a deep connection to God and like the spiritual world. So I believe that his purpose through all of this is to just spread his word through messages that he gives me and make videos on things that he wants you all to know more about that's going on in the world, since I have that sensitivity to hearing him. So the first question that I will answer is, how are you on faith and family? Honestly, my faith has been fluctuating. It has been going up and down throughout this pandemic, but mostly it's been staying strong. And I'm very happy about that because I'm able to come here, do lives more often than I was before when I was working. So now that we have this life pause, I'm able to connect more with you, which I'm very grateful for. So family, I currently live with my mom and my aunts. So the rest of my family I haven't been able to see due to this, but we're all doing well, thanks to God. We're all keeping safe, and yeah, that's about it for family. So somebody asked, when and how did I get saved? So since I said I always believed in God, I believe that I was always saved, but it's more of like a renewing of faith, or the time when I became a born-again Christian was on August 16th, 2012. And that's when God gave me my purpose in a dream, which is what I'm doing now. So basically, I was going through a very rough time in my life, and I really wanted to hear from God regarding a need that I felt, well, something that I thought was a need, and I wanted to know if it would be given to me. He later told me all of this, but what he wanted me to focus more on was to spread his word through making documentaries. So on August 16th, 2012 is when I received my purpose on what he wanted me to do. So that's more of like when I became a true Christian. So my book that's coming out, The Higher Walk, that will go more into detail with that, and my first documentary, which is available on DVD, named 55 Signs. Hi Nicholas, you asked how am I doing during this time? I'm doing well. I mean, I have my ups and downs, but God's giving me the faith to get through this. And I'm happy to be here on live with you guys to share what's going on, to answer questions. So I hope you're able to stay and listen to my live today. Let's see. All right, here was a really interesting question that someone gave me. She said, God keeps giving me the words accelerate, increase, and land. I've been praying about it. Do you think that means go ahead? I think this is a really good question because I like the words that she said that God was telling her, such as accelerate and land. And I gave it some thought. I asked my family members. And one of my family said she thinks that it means to go forward with speed and achieve your goals. Because I like the metaphors. Like she said when she first thought of it, she kind of thought of like a plane, like how it lands. So, and like, you know, when you're like, kind of like when it's landing and it has speed, like when it, right before it goes up in the air and right before it goes down, it has speed. So what I feel like God is telling whatever the situation that this girl's going through is just to go after it. Don't be timid, just be confident, which is the exact opposite of being timid. So I really like that. So I hope that answered your question. That's just the way that we perceive it. One person asked, how did I get a huge following? So I'd say 3 things. Prayer, number 1, promotion, and dedication. So when God gives you something to do, you just have to step out in faith, knowing that it will be a success. And I didn't start this page until 2017, even though my purpose was revealed to me in 2012. But I prayed about it, and I took a leap of faith, and I just had to, I was consistent in the messages he gave me, even though the documentaries took a while to, come about. But I was very persistent in posting messages as often as I received them, which was practically almost every day. And so I think the best way, if you're trying to achieve a following, a dedicated following online, is, I think the most important thing is to have a theme. So people who come onto your page need to know what they could expect from you, and then try to promote it to the people who the page is about, what the page is about, like promote it to those certain people. So at first, when I first started my page, I was thinking that I only had to promote it to Christians, to people who believed in God. But over the past couple of years, I realized that there are unbelievers. There's many unbelievers out there, people who know about God but don't have a very strong relationship with Him. And I think that those people, these messages, even if they don't believe in God, they could still see the power of like how He's working through the messages. Because many people have messaged me saying that these messages help them in what they're going through. So you don't necessarily have to be a strong believer in order to have these messages received to you. So that's basically what I'd say. Nothing happens overnight. I've had this page for 3 years, and I'm very happy with how God used this page in other people's lives and the amount of people I reached. Alright, so one guy said, "Tell me something about your life experience and help me also, because I'm 18 and I do not know about how to make a good future." So basically the story that I really enjoy telling people about my life is about my purpose, what God called me to do, and my biggest achievement, which was making 55 Signs, which was the first documentary He assigned me to create. And I'm just really happy because I was able to do this practically all on my own. I barely had any experience with video editing to how to put any type of film together. But God just used me, and it took a few years, so that is what I would consider one of my biggest accomplishments. He helped me to put all of this basically on my own with His help. So I think that, and I was like right around your age. You said you were 18, so I was like almost 18 when God showed me what He wanted me to do with my life. And so I'd say the best advice I could give is to put God first in your life. Whatever it is that you want to do, you must have the ambition and the drive, and that is what I would say is the true ingredients to success. And there's actually a really good Instagram page. I think it was a guy who asked me this question, but for any females out there who would like to know like how to achieve your God-given purpose, there's actually an Instagram page that I follow. It's called Godly Wood Girl. If any of you guys are familiar with that, there's a young lady who, her purpose in life is to help others achieve their purpose. And I find her really helpful. And you guys could go follow her because she's really amazing. And she's like a true Christian. She helps with Bible studies, Bible verses, for any of you who are interested. That's the name. I'll just message me. I'll put the name up on my Instagram stories if you guys want. But yeah, that's basically what I would say that's the best thing to do. You must put God first in your life and just believe that whatever it is He wants you to do, it doesn't, whether it's something that's Christian related or not, if He puts it in your heart, He would make it succeed. And you must believe in yourself, no matter what others around you think. Where are you from? I was born and raised in Brooklyn, New York, and that's where I'm currently living now. I did live in Jersey and Florida for some time, but basically a majority of my life was here in Brooklyn. Somebody asked me, how do I have a godly perspective on failure? So I don't truly believe in failure because after all the things that I've gone through, failure has taught me that it's not really failure that's going on, but it's just God's way of telling you it's not time. And even if you try your best and it doesn't happen, just have to tell yourself, either it wasn't meant to be or it just wasn't the right time. So don't be afraid of failure. Be afraid of not trying, because you never know what God has in store for you if you just leap out in faith and trust Him. So I think that was it for the questions. I'm happy for you guys who are able to come. So I have a few major announcements. So let's see. So one thing is that some things are going to be put on hold due to this pandemic. So the documentaries are on hold for now. I know I had one coming up about non-secular behavior, so I really wanted to have a group discussion. Usually, if you've seen how I did my last few, I've had I asked some people online if they wanted to videotape themselves and record it to me. But for this one, since I really want to have people in person, it's going to be put on hold until things get safer again. But in the meantime, I have Reflections Through the Looking Glass. What's the next one? God's Truth versus Man's Opinion. And the next one is Self Discipline. So I have those episodes all on Instagram TV for anyone who's interested in viewing until I have more of a routine with the documentaries again. My book is a little bit on hold right now, so we're in the process of editing. So I had somebody actually help out since when you write a book, you can't edit it yourself. So I have somebody doing it for me now. And after that's done, it's just going to be like another look over just to make sure. So like I received the proofs about over a month ago, but it's just like to make sure that all the grammatical mistakes are made. I mean that I don't have any. So, and then after that's done, then it's going to go into the publishing. It's going to go like straight to the printer. I was like looking for the right word. But yeah, so I'm pretty close still to being completed. It may not happen in June, but it's going to be pretty soon. And let's see. I think that's about it. So I do have another announcement, but I'm going to be making a video like about a new distribution property. I'll be doing it closer to when the time comes. And that's it. So thank you guys for watching this live today. I saw somebody requested to go live with me, but since my internet hasn't been very strong lately, I'm not sure if it could go. So I'm gonna see if it could go. Let me see. Okay. Oh, Nicholas. Okay. Oh, hello. Hi, Nicholas. Actually, work. Hi, how are you?
Oh, give me 1 second.
How are you doing?
Give me one. I'm so sorry. I'm gonna just ignore me for 1 sec, Beth. So sorry. I'm gonna have to get back on here with you later. I'm talking to my sister. I'm sorry I didn't notice I was here.
No, it's okay. Just let me know what's
Bye.
less.
I'll talk to you later. Okay.
Okay, sure. All right, I'll talk to you later. Bye. The connection worked because last time I was either able to see them but not hear them, or the other way around. So able to not the Instagram TV on Instagram stories until like the 24 hours, and then it will be on Instagram TV and YouTube for those of you who didn't see it. But I'm happy for those of you who came on today. I hope I was able to answer the questions for those of you who answered, and I'll tag you guys later in those. So the next one will hopefully be maybe 2 weeks from now, unless I have like a major announcement coming up. But I also am doing shout out videos. If any of you guys would like a shout out or just a personalized video from me to you, I have time. And so just message me if that's what you'd like. And in the meantime, you could turn on the notifications for any of my posts, and that's about it. So you'll be notified the next time I post. I will be continuing. As I said, the documentaries are going to be put on hold. I know I've been doing those pretty regularly, but the messages are still going to be coming. So if you guys are interested in that, just put the notifications on so you'll always be updated on the next time I post. All right. Thank you guys for watching. It was very nice getting to talk to you guys again today. And I look forward to the next time we get to go live. All right. God bless you and have a nice day. Bye.